What's good, anime enthusiasts? If you're looking for a recommendation on whether or not you should watch the Banished Court Magician, let me just tell you, you're looking at an anime that is sitting at a solid 7 out of 10, and you should give it a shot. Now this is a good 6.5, but I round up to 7 because halves are kind of weird in a sense. But giving it a, I guess, no, yeah, slightly biased upward point value to a 7 out of 10. Now, if you're still here and you haven't clicked off the video yet, and if you're about to write an angry comment, hey, how you doing? But if you're still here, I won't hold you too much for this, because just like most of the episode reviews that I've done on all of the Banished Court Magician, a lot does happen, but there's not much to critically digest. And what I mean by that is there's not like a huge overarching theme, something to really sink your teeth in. No, this is just a very simple fantasy story about a guy who gets kicked out of a party, and he seems down on his luck, but he gets picked back up by his old party that he used to be with at the academy, and then they go on an adventure, and he starts getting stronger, and starts doing more and more like impressive feats. That's pretty much it, right? There's no like secret formula to something greater. There's no like hidden meanings and everything. Everything is less on the surface. It's out there, and it's just a very simple romp. And you can count this as a pro and con of that, is that not everything needs to be perfect or great. This is just fine as is. And if you're looking for something great in an anime, looking for something very compelling, you're not gonna find it here. If you want something that's just nice and chill, you don't have to think too much on it. If you're looking for like something simple to sink your teeth into as like your first few anime, this is it right here. If you're looking for a mystery, you're not gonna find it here really. If you're looking for something big, major, over the top, full-on blockbuster animations and fights, you're not gonna find it here. But there are just very good like simple fights. Some of them last long. The animation is not over the top. It's serviceable, and you could really call it like cookie cutter fantasy anime number 96, but it's a decent cookie cutter anime number 6, right? You got some characters, they get some great character developments, right? And there's one character, the prince. He has some episodes dedicated to them, and I enjoyed watching his journey growing from a noble to what he becomes towards the end. Unfortunately, with how this anime is structured, it feels not episodic, but it has arcs in it. And once they finish the arc, we don't forget what happened, but we don't really recall what happened. So this whole arc with the prince, we don't really recall it too much or call back to it too much. It's just happened, and we move on. We focus on the next thing right here, and once that thing is done, we focus on the next thing, and so on and so forth. And it has a good amount of action to it, above average amount of action, and I dig that. Some of the sound effects might be off, particularly in one episode, but other than that, it's all good. It's decent. It's fine. Now, for me, there's a few things that I've noticed like towards the end that kind of surface, right? So this season, even though it is like the first season of the Banished Court Magician, it feels like the second season, because several times in the anime they do a flashback to Alec and his friends at the academy, and this is like also a pro and con of like an anime, is that when your flashback / past side story is a lot more interesting than what's going on in the present, that can knock off some points, but that also can add some points to it. But for right now, it's kind of knocking off some points, because what we go through in the whole entire anime is that we just did the tutorial. We found the main plot, and we found out what we need to do at the end. right? And the last 2 episodes, like, this is what we need to be doing currently while Alex is becoming the strongest. And while all this is happening, everything else that happens in between there, you might not retain it. You might get bored. There's things that happen that could be forgetful. But to fill in those gaps, they do a little comedy here and there, a lot of banter, and it fills those like empty voids, and it's supposed to, keep you engaged, keep you up, like keep you going. I think they do. And me personally, I'm not looking for the next best thing either. I just want something that's, can you execute your story decently well? Does this anime do so? But it's serviceable. And you can find something to like about it. And as I previously said before, if you're looking for the next best thing, if you're looking for something over the top, if you're expecting a whole lot, you're not gonna find it in this anime. You're gonna be disappointed. But if you're looking for something light, something to hold you over into something else, or if you're new and you're kind of worried about watching something overbearing, start with this. It's a nice little romp. It'll get you into the feeling of what an anime can be, and you can go from there. That's pretty much it. That's why it deserves a 7. If you really want to be nitpicky, you could bump it down to a 6. But for right now, for me, in my opinion, it's a 7. And if you don't think so, there's a comment section down below to where you can discuss your opinions. Because that's just it. It's an opinion. Don't have to listen. But I kind of want to know where it's coming from. You know where I'm coming from. And without me spoiling too much, that's where I stand now. If there's nothing else, I'm gonna let y'all go for right now. Don't want to spend too much time on this. I hope all of you have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. And I hope your day is just a little bit better than it already is. With that, we'll catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.